Okay, dear students, we are in JEE Mathematics and we are in first part but second chapter. First part contains sets, relations and function, and first chapter sets we have completed. Second chapter relations and function we are doing, and 8 questions we have finished. 8 questions means 8 classes, like we can think. Each question one video or one class, like. Now from question number 9 onwards we will see, and today we will try to solve 4 questions, okay, but 4 videos. It will be 9, 10, 11, 12, and this question is asked in JEE 2012. Still we are in relations and functions only, okay. We have not yet completed relations. After relations, functions is also bigger. Functions itself I want to do at least 20 questions, okay. Why? Because this is a big question and functions is very important. Function definitely you are going to get one question. In between relations or sets, you may get one question or not sometimes, but function definitely are going to get it, okay. Okay, see, JEE 2012 question. Consider the following relations. Okay, what are the relations? Observe carefully. Why? Because you have to understand the relation, then only you are able to do this question. Relation 1, relation 2, 2 relations are there. 2 relations are separate, or you can take A or B or something like. All are equal, but here R1, R2 they have given, that is why you have to take this only. For all values of x, y, x and y are integers, and x is equal to ay or y is equal to ax for some integer a. Here see, x is also integer, y is also integer, a is also integer. That you have to understand here logically. That means what we are going to understand here basically, you are multiplying one integer with another integer, naturally you are going to get integer only, okay. Do we have any number if you multiply 2 integers but you are not going to get integer, or rather than what we can say real number, another real number? See, even integer also real number only. We can say rational number or whatever it may be. No, because see, if you multiply one integer with another integer, 2 into 3 minus 1 into 4, it may be negative integer or positive integer, that will be different. Even it may be 0 also, that is different thing. 0 is also integer, minus 1 is also integer, plus 1 is also integer. That means what you have to understand here? Here you have to understand x is equal to ay is also integer, y is equal to ax also integer. Why? Because all are integers only. Here these 2 are integer, that is why this will come integer. Here these 2 are integer, that is why this is going to become integer. Okay, that you have to understand. That means this condition should be satisfied. Satisfied. Let us go. Okay, now we will see one by one. For R1 implies, for reflexive I will write R, symmetric I will write S, transitive I will write T. Okay, okay. For reflexive, what is the reflexive? See, x should be x. If this belongs to R, else I will write like this again. Belongs to R, then this is going to be called, this is relation R1. Rather I will write R1. Why? Because x comma x, if belongs to R1, then we are going to call as reflexive. Why? Because the same number should be there. Is it possible? Definitely possible. Why? Because see, take a as 1. X is equal to a into 1 into y. Then x is equal to y. If x is equal to y, see, let a is equal to 1. 1 is integer, yes, some integer they are telling. Okay, some integer. X is equal, a is equal to 1. Then x is equal to ay implies x is equal to 1 into y, that implies x is equal to y, implies I will write. Okay. If at all x is equal to y, then shall we write y is equal to x? Definitely. Then shall we write x comma x belongs to R1? Definitely. Why? Because here x is equal to ay, but here you can write x or y, both are same. Why? Because x is equal to y. Okay, that is my first relation is reflexive. Okay, now go for symmetric. Okay, symmetric. I will write first relation, then I will remove. Again, I will go for second relation. Okay, why? Because answer will be C. R1 is equivalence, but R2 is not equivalence. So we have to get it. This answer you have to get it. Okay. Remember this answer you have to get. Let us get it. Symmetric relation. Symmetric relation what? X comma y belongs to R1 and y comma x also should belong to R1. If these two conditions satisfy, then we are going to call it as a symmetric relation. Okay. Same case, you see, x belongs to y. See, in this case again you have to go. Integer should come. Yes, y is going to come integer. Even y, if you give here input, x is also going to come integer. See, here this you can call domain, this is called range, or input or output. Input or output like that. Okay? Integer only coming. Okay? That is why symmetric. Okay? That is why this is a symmetric. I will write reflexive and symmetric both. Now we go for transitive. Transitive relation. For transitive relation, you see, let you see, observe carefully here, x is equal to ay or y is equal to a z. Now don't take ax, you take z. Let I have writing y is equal to a z or z is equal to a. See what we require normally. See, a to b, then b to c, then a to c, if at all there. Okay? X to y, y to z, then a to c. A to c means x to az. This is correct. Okay? Now I will remove this. Okay. Now you tell me. Observe this carefully. Observe this carefully. See, x is equal to ay already we are having. Okay, that means x is equal to y will come. Again, y is equal to az may be there. Why? Because a we have taken as one integer. Okay, if at all these two are possible, if these two are possible, then x is equal to az also is possible. Definitely. Why? Because here a is constant. In place of y, we have written z. Why? Because a is 1 means y is equal to z. X is equal to y will come, y is equal to z will come, x is equal to z. Definitely. See, if these two are happening, then this is also going to happen. Why? Because in place of y, we have put z. That's all. X is equal to z. What we can say? This is also transitive. That means, see, R1 first relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive. That is why R1 is equivalence relation. Okay, now go back again. See, R1 and R2 are equivalence relation, you hold. R1 and R2 are not equivalence relation, you strike off. Why? Because see, R1 is equivalence relation we have seen, not equivalence relation means you have to strike off. R2 is equivalence but not R1, this is also you strike off. Okay, you have got still two options. Both are only R1. Okay, now I am removing this R1, again we will see R2 also. Okay, now go for R2 relation. R2 relation. First for symmetric I am reflexive. First reflexive. Normally reflexive, symmetric, transitive we will see. Reflexive I am saying. Reflexive, if x comma x belongs to R2, then we will call reflexive. If no, not a try, we are trying. Okay, but you see, is it possible that? Why? Because here output also x will come. You observe carefully. Why? Because see, here condition is this one. That means see, ax plus by is equal to 1. By is equal to 1 minus ax. Y is equal to 1 minus ax by b. You see here, a and b are integers. Integers, integer, integer. Do you guarantee that this is going to become integer? Z. No. Why? Because see, it may not be. It may not be. Why? Why? Because see here, let a is also 1 and b is also 1. Or else b also you can take 2 or something like. Then what will happen? 1 minus x by 1. This is going to give rational number q. That means for input of x, This x is not going to happen here, rather x comma q will come, or else I will write like this, z comma q may come. Okay, for first condition reflexive itself it is going to fail. That is why this relation is not equivalence relation. That means C is correct. Okay, both are equivalence relations, not correct. Why? Because see, at least one fails. Reflexive fails, not equivalence. Symmetric fails, not equivalence. Transitive fails, not equivalence. Why? Because see here, y is going to possibility of coming rational number. Rational number, okay, not integer. But condition, your relation should be integers. X and y should be integers. Then only relation is there. If rather than integer, if rational number is coming, then your relation is, there is no relation, that's all. X and y should be integers, but y is not going to become integer. That is why this will happen. Okay. Now let us go for next question.